Yeah.
He owned it. He owned it.
2 weeks in a row. You got to love it when your quarterback, at least he owns it. He played like bleep, and now I got to get better, all of it. What are we starting with, Wildes?
He knows what we're starting.
Just go. Just go. You don't even need a question.
Oh, okay. Well, it says here on my sheet, do the Bills have a Josh Allen problem? And I'm here to tell you, America, yes, they sure do.
Oh, gosh.
3 back-breaking mistakes. If he doesn't make any one of them, they win the game. They're up 17 points with less than 17 minutes to go. Typically, you win those games. So, Wildes, before I get into it, you tell me.
Yeah.
I have the emotional reasons they have a Josh Allen problem.
Yeah.
And I have the informational, the data reasons. What would you prefer?
I feel
Dealer's
like,
choice.
I feel like America wants the data from you. With a little sprinkle of emotion, perhaps. Right now, we're getting a lot of emotion.
Okay, I
He wanted to
I was
sing
surprised.
and
I
dance and
expected he would say emotion, but I've got data for you. So 3 back-breaking mistakes. All 3 of them cost him the game. And there is a level of hilarity surrounding the second back-breaking mistake, the fumble in the end zone.
Yeah.
That shortly after the game, people were like, well, maybe they should have just taken a safety. Oh, yeah, we've got the MVP, the best player in the league, but you can't trust him to take a snap, so maybe just give him 2 points. So let's go through it, guys. Here's the data. You can't trust this guy to put 2 halves of football together. Yesterday, through 3 quarters, wow, looks pretty good. 4th quarter and overtime, 3 turnovers.
Not great.
All either in
bad.
his own end zone or the other end zone. All end zone turnovers. You got both of them touched. Okay, so that is kind of the micro, right? That's just yesterday's game.
Yeah. Do you have any macro for us?
Oh, we can go bigger if you'd like. How about just for the season? What's the worst thing a quarterback can do? Oh, no. He now leads the NFL in interceptions with Davis Mills and a guy who was benched and then sneakily brought back after people picked the Raiders -4.5. That's not okay, Jeff Saturday. That's, I think, against the rules. There's depth charge for a reason. But let's stay focused. What about fumbles, too? What about
I think
picks?
he's going emotional.
What
It's a
about
nice
picks
mix.
and fumbles? Oh, this is informational, my friend.
It's a nice mix.
Like the NBA medals podium. Josh Allen, 2-time appearances, a gold and a bronze for awfulness. What about turnover stuff in the picks and fumbles in the red zone this year? Oh my God, he has 6. No one else has 5. No one else has 4. That means he has double the second most. That's a problem. But what about even bigger than macro? Over the course of years, guess what's back, Wildes? Despite your buddy Kyle Brandt saying, I hope that can be gone and dead with, can they win close games? Well, I don't know. They're 2-10 in the last 2 years in close games. And the roller coaster, with a fun new graphic. What's so bad, Brew, is yesterday was actually an upgrade on the Josh Allen roller coaster from the previous week. So, yeah, they have an alleged fraudulent MVP who plays foolish, silly football, who all of a sudden, it really does matter that he tackles with his throwing arm because he's got to have a lot of tackles with all those turnovers. So the Bills, who are going to win the Super Bowl, Brew, are 3rd in the AFC East. So, yeah, they got a problem.
Okay. That was cute.
It was cute.
It was cute.
It was
lot of
also
data.
Totally
A
accurate.
Josh Allen problem. Can we tone it down a bit?
Why?
All right, because the Bills aren't even being discussed on this show or any show as contenders, if not for Josh
You told me
Allen.
they had the best defense in football.
Even so, without Josh Allen, they're nothing. He leads them, obviously, in passing. He leads them in rushing. He's got 24 of their 28 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Talk about a one-man show. Now, he was bad yesterday in that second.
And the
Don't
week
get me
before,
wrong.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Fine.
Quarter of the
He
season.
won't win the MVP. I'll give you that.
Oh!
He won't win the MVP.
You've waved the flag on your
I mean,
MVP pick?
unless Mahomes, Tua, and Jalen Hurts come crashing down.
Unless they
he won't
play
win
like
the
he's
MVP.
played the last
But
two.
that's not the most important thing. Here's what he reminds me of, Nick.
Himself? Every year
Patrick,
of his career?
he's more inconsistent. I trust Patrick Mahomes a lot more.
Okay.
But this is Josh Allen going through what Mahomes went through last year.
No, it's not.
No. Last year, Josh Allen has had 6 interceptions in 3 games, 10 this season. Mahomes had 10 in a 7-game stretch, 7 in a 4-game stretch, and they went 1-3 in those 4 games. Mahomes had to learn, let me take the check down, let me do the smart thing instead of trying to make the spectacular play. That's what Allen's struggling with. So that's part of it. And like Mahomes did last year, learn from it. I'm convinced Allen will learn from it. Secondly, I'll say this. Again, I trust Mahomes more. I don't think Allen is reckless.
Like they're comparable players.
Allen is
I beg of you,
Well,
America. Compare him to anyone else.
Let me finish. I'm gonna give you a comp that I think you'll agree with.
That's fair.
No, Josh Allen. Right now, I hope he grows out of it. But right now, he is this era's Wildes. Brett Favre.
No, he's not.
Brett Favre.
Favre won 3 MVPs.
Yeah,
he went to 2 Super Bowls.
You're right, but he won 1. In fact, if you look at those 3 MVP seasons and look at Allen's 3 last 3 years, projected over this year, Favre averaged 40 touchdowns and 15 picks. Allen's going to average 38 and 14 picks, and that's both of them are over 17 games. Both of them are over 17 games. So my point is, Favre was great, but he was also obviously legendarily reckless. And that you had to live with the recklessness because that's what made him great. And it's the same thing with Josh Allen. Yesterday, he's got a bad elbow and he's running over people.
I agree with you, Brew. Hold on, just real quick.
So that's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is he's not a Pro Bowler. Literally.
He has made a Pro Bowl.
He's made 1.
Okay, so you can't say he's not a Pro Bowl.
No, but since he has been this alleged neck and neck with Mahomes. Last year.
Who said that?
Well, I don't know. You just said you literally just gave a Mahomes comp, but that's fine. And you literally picked him to win MVP and literally picked him to win the Super Bowl. But aside from that, no one has said Josh Allen is great.
Patrick Mahomes?
No, but what I'm saying is this. Last year he did not make a Pro Bowl. This year, Brew, halfway through the season, there's 3 spots. Mahomes and Tua are there. And Tua are there.
Tua.
Would you put him ahead of Lamar or Joe Burrow right now? Not projection, right now. He would have to be ahead of both of them.
Yep.
Okay, well, I think that's...
It can be argued, but I would put him ahead of both of them.
Okay.
So here's where I'm at. Let's talk about what the Bills, where they're at right now. Look at the AFC East. The Patriots didn't even play, but it was a good day for us in New England. Now, Bills were just 1 game away.
Will they?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
They won't be fine.
They might be fine, but these are the numbers, bro. Here are the playoffs, even worse. The playoffs go like this. Chiefs, Dolphins, Titans, Ravens, Jets, Bills, Patriots. They're 6th. They got the second wild card. Are they in? So are the Patriots. Let's start talking about it.
Hold on.
Once we start saying how great the Bills are, they're just a little bit better than the Patriots.
All they have to do is get in. Tell that to Cincinnati. What they do last year, they snuck in, and they went all the way.
Brew, there are always, and there's the 94 Rockets to show that you can be the
teams.
No.
When Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers won it, what was their record? 10-6.
Yes, of course. And the Giants did it.
There
are times
in Tampa.
What? Tom Brady in Tampa was the yes. There are select instances. Do we agree that the best way to make the Super Bowl is to have the 1 seed? And the next best way is to have the 2 seed and then the 3 seed and then on down. Do we agree that of the 7 AFC playoff teams, if the Bills went into the year, it's like, hey, you're going to make the playoffs, and I promise you're not going to be the 7th seed. You can pick, though, that they would pick the 6th seed after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are gone? Okay, so we agree, yes, it can be done. But 7 days ago, you, my very dear friend and colleague, were on here on the set saying, who's the 1 seed right now? Just tell me right now. When I was telling
what were you saying?
I was saying
it don't matter.
Yeah, right.
There's plenty of time left, and that's what I'm saying now.
Correct. But one team, I'm just here to tell you, is doing the exact same thing they did last year. They went to Kansas City. They beat Kansas City. They treated it as their Super Bowl, and then they fell apart. They lost 5 of 7.
Did they fall apart in that?
Yes.
They're not playing good now.
They're not playing good.
You're hanging on to an argument that's not there.
Back-to-back
they're playing
7-3.
No, they're not.
6-3. 6-3.
Back-to-back weeks, they've had a double-digit lead in the second half, and they've lost.
How many weeks did Kansas City look bad last year?
Sometimes we have to just admit stuff. That Josh Allen's playing poorly.
I admitted.
We unveiled a banner that was making fun of Nick when he was sending a parade for the Titans. So we have a new banner.
A new banner?
We have a brand new banner.
These banners.
Dusty,
I'm getting tired of these
brand new banner
already.
Nick is kind of right about that.
You want to come over here again?
No, it's a lot.
You want to come over?
Go, Wildes,
He is kind of right about Josh Allen. You can't lie anymore. He's kind of right.
No, he is. He's Brett Favre today. What's the difference?
Favre was a perennial MVP.
Okay,
a perennial Pro Bowler and a perennial All-Pro.
Every time we got a great catch. I don't want
That's
to talk
a great
about, the Packers from
even if
20
I do
years
say
ago.
so.
All right, moving on. Vikings now 8-1. Justin Jefferson looks like a superhero. The Vikings plane looks like a Super Bowl celebration every week. The question is, bro, do the Vikings look like a Super Bowl team?
I still say no.
Oh,
I still say no. Look, I like Philadelphia better than them.
sure.
Yep.
If it comes down to Tom Brady or Kirk Cousins, I like Tom Brady.
Of course.
We'll talk about Dallas later, but
I like San
I'll
Francisco
give them.
more
I
than
like
them.
San Francisco better.
That's 3.
So I'll give them some credit. Look, they keep winning these close games. They keep coming back, even against some bad teams. I'll give them credit for that. They've got a never say die attitude. They got heart. But and look, we know that the refs kind of messed them over yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
12 men on the field for Buffalo.
And the Gabe
late in the game,
Davis
right? The
thing,
Gabe
yep.
Davis catch. But before that, right, when Buffalo was up big, Buffalo gave it away. So I can't credit the Vikings for all that.
I agree with everything you said except for the very end. I do credit the Vikings. That is a great win going to Buffalo, coming back from 17 down, even if Josh Allen was playing a giveaway.
Right.
That's fine. But I will not be bullied by the standings media that demands, are you now going to give them respect? No, I'm not. I'm going to say congrats. You deserve plaudits. But am I going to pretend I believe you are something you are not? I'm going to tell a quick story, Wildes.
Okay.
Last year, there was a team that people were like, what is it going to take? Even if they're the 1 seed, you're not going to respect them. And they beat good teams. And in fact, they beat the Buffalo Bills because Josh Allen fell down at the 1-yard line. Now, it was the other 1-yard line, but same thing, beat them by 3. And they had one player that was so great.
Yeah.
It was like, could he win MVP at a non-quarterback position? It was like, maybe he has a case for it. That was the Tennessee Titans. And I said, no, I don't believe in you. I refuse to pretend I believe in you. I think you're going to lose as soon as you get to the postseason. And this year, that team is the Minnesota Vikings. Now, do I think the Vikings could win their first playoff game because it's a wild card round game? Ooh. Sure, depending on who the matchup is. And Justin Jefferson made the single greatest regular season catch I've ever seen a player make. Ooh. Better than the Odell catch.
Oh.
I think it's better than the Odell catch. He is an unbelievable player.
He's awesome.
But do I believe in them as Super Bowl contenders? Absolutely not. And I won't.
It's only because of Cousins.
I don't think.
Home, Dallas, New England, New York, on the road against Detroit.
You believe, obviously.
I mean, kind of. 5 of their next. They're going to be.
Have a great record.
12 and
Congrats. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.